everybody.
You faked me out there.
Welcome to Oddballs. This is the finale, the grand finale of this wonderful adventure we've gone on together. Gang.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm sad now. I wasn't sad before, but when you said it, when it came out of your mouth, I got sad.
I know, me too.
When you look back on today, I want you to remember, I tried to be fair. I tried to be just. Everything that happens today is based on your luck and your own rolls. So whatever happens, don't blame it on me.
God, what?
We did, fam.
That's not what we want to hear on the last episode.
Don't
been
blame the player. Blame the game.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Today is huge. I have a giant thing over here that is literally the culmination of everything we've done so far. But before we start, what happened last time? Fill us in. Does anyone remember what happened last time for those of our audience who are just joining us and missed the last episode?
So, from what I remember from watching the episode, we basically got the whole breakdown that this world is imaginary and, well, it's created by Clarence because he is the first one to touch the balls when we initially found them.
Yeah, he touched them before anyone else.
So everything that has happened since that point has been a mental projection of Clarence's mind. And we're all in that projection. We resolved to break out somehow. And Alistair had just resigned himself to sort of be there. And he's like, well, this is just how it is. And we're like, no, we're going to get out. And we went to, I want to say, was it Clarence's house that we went to?
Yeah, you went to Clarence's house and you ate pie.
Yeah, and now Eddie is of average intelligence, which in his mind makes him a hyper genius.
Yes, at the end of the last episode, essentially, you managed to sort of see through the matrix coding, if you will, and you went back to Grandma's house, Clarence's grandma's house, and there you ate some delicious pie, and through the power of randomization, you were given some awesome stat increases to help you along your way.
Yeah.
You also picked up some things that are going to help you in this final showdown. In the house, what you decided to walk away with was, Fern, you have one shotgun with 45 shells.
I forgot about that.
Eddie, you have your wit and a shoe is what I wrote down for you.
That's okay. I'm the brains of the operation now.
You're also carrying a bag of bandages. You have a bag of bandages as well. Clarence, you have been given Eddie's Holy Avenger. So you have that pipe with razor blades attached to it. Right. And Sam, you have 2 cans of hairspray. That is what you're bringing to this final battle. So, as the group of you,
I'm DPS, obviously.
Oh yeah, this is. As you eat your pie, as you walked out, you stepped out on the front porch, and as we left off last time, the world around you was a swirling vortex of shadow and fog and smoke, and in the sky, 2 red orbs shining down upon you, and stepping out of the house across the street is the shadowy visage of old Alistair, and he is like smoke and fog and pure hatred, and in his hands, he has one sort of smoky sword and one sort of smoky axe. And all of this is things that translate from Clarence's mind. This is your final mind boss, Clarence. And so, as he approaches you, what do you do?
Did anybody watch the ending of Zelda on YouTube?
Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening?
Oh yeah, Link's Awakening. It's like the one Zelda game I
Yeah.
did not play. I watched it.
I
Yeah,
did remind myself of what we needed to open up the thing. I go, well, skim through a guide.
I'm very
Yeah,
curious.
and-
I can't wait to see what happens.
And then there's a
Yeah,
cave. Okay, but so in the final boss battle, you have to knock, like Link uses his sword, but you have to knock the fireball back into the monster.
that's one of the. He's got like
you
8
reverse
different.
the projectile.
Yeah,
So
First one you gotta,
had
like-
to use the yeah.
I think the first one you got to like magic dust on him or something.
I don't like that you guys research this. I don't like this at all. All right, well,
You told us to.
okay. Yeah, I did. That was in the post show though, and that's a spoiler zone. All right, anyway, so he approaches you very slowly, and the world is shaking. This hurricane, this torrent around you, covering the entire town. The four of you stand on one porch. He stands in the middle of the street. What do you do?
Wait, what was the dust thing?
Sorry?
What was the dust thing? I didn't.
Oh, it's like the very first form. You got like magic dust. You got to sprinkle on him or something at first, and then after that, you got to knock his shit back at him.
Okay, I think then hairspray is magic dust.
Here's
Uh,
wait.
yeah.
I'm gonna lean over to Clarence, and this is in character. Here's the thing, man. This is all your imagination. If you believe that we can do this, then we can do this.
Oh,
You have to believe in yourself, Clarence.
okay, Eddie. I feel hyped about pie right now. I got a sugar high, man. I can do anything.
Clarence, you're the most powerful being in this particular universe.
Eddie,
Anything
you're
that
the
you
smartest.
believe- Yeah, yes, I am.
I'm gonna roll
I
really
am.
quick.
No, it's taking too long. He's gonna get us.
Yeah, as you begin to hype him up, Clarence, you have sort of a flash, like a vision, and it's not a positive vision. You see you and your friends on a beach that is overlooked by a cave, and it looks like Fern is crying, and there's someone standing over Fern, and you can't tell who it is, but it very much appears to be someone about to sort of come down on Fern in a way that looks like attacking, but very quickly the vision cuts away.
I don't know. I don't know whether I take that literal or.
Yeah, that's what happens when you roll a 1. You are
okay.
taken out of the scene that you're in right now, and you're given a quick vision, like momentary, just a very sad, almost resigned to her fate Fern.
Right.
And someone is about to end her, and then poof, you're back.
Is there maybe empathize or something? Is there anything equivalent to like wisdom in this game that kind of gives me the feeling of whether or not we should fight this thing or run and try to get to that area we haven't been to yet?
Of course, you can. I mean, I would say if you're trying to find a way out, you could either investigate, which is just a mind roll with the investigate, or you could I don't know, empathize would be right, but maybe you could comprehend a way to.
Right.
I think your best strategy would be to investigate, determine what you can do, and then comprehend. Like, can we actually pull that off?
Right. So in my mind right now, and in Clarence's mind, the understanding of this is like inside of here is pretty much the shadow is doing all this. It's a projection of Clarence's mind, but the shadow is still controlling it and everything. And so Clarence is still kind of
Yeah.
scared to fight this thing, but we have the weapons to do so possibly. But then there's this other thing that keeps popping in his mind that's pulling him away from fighting right now. That's
Yeah, if
something
you give me an
I'm
investigate, we
juggling
can
with.
see sort of what is actually going on here.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You sort of focus and you begin to stare down this shadow Alistair as he begins to walk towards you, and he senses what you're trying to do, or whatever this thing is that's controlling this world, senses what you're trying to do, and it stops in the street, and you begin to hear it, all of you in your heads, and it's the 1,000 voices of all these beings that are here, and yeah, they're just like, you are trapped here with us. We are not trapped here with you. And you begin to realize that these things are, even though this is your world and this is what you create, they're using you. You're like the host. So while all these things are your creations, they are at the same time still very much in control.
Right. Okay.
We all hear that?
You all hear it, yeah. It's like thousands of voices all talking to you at the same time. Oh yeah, it's unpleasant.
Yeah, we gotta wake up.
It's like mosquitoes, but way worse.
Worse
Fern
than
pulls out her
mosquitoes.
shotgun.
You
Is
blow a
this
shotgun?
Alistair? Oh hell yeah! She aims
All
it
right.
at Alistair.
Yeah, Alistair sort of like opens his arms wide and just waits for you to do something. And he's like, "You are merely being used."
Yeah, by who?
And he like points to the sky. He points to the sky, and in the sky, beyond all the swirling vortexes, are two giant red orbs just staring down at you.
Who are you? Like, who are you really?
Alistair begins to sort of like change, and you see before you a shadowy Samantha. You see before you a shadowy Fern. All these different figures, people you don't know, right? All these different figures begin to appear, and then it just sort of like points up to the sky, and in your head, you hear the laugh of like 1,000 awful creatures, all laughing at how like stupid, dumb humans are. Yeah, whatever it is, this thing is the shadow creature.
Guys, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna shoot it.
I think it's the whole world. I think it's like everything. Clarence, what happened? What happened in the game, Clarence?
Well,
What happened?
you
Are we
use
inside the
you use the
freeway?
items you get to beat the bad guy, but if this thing's made from my mind and the thing's trying to get out, maybe beating the game is a bad thing. Maybe it's giving us all these items and it wants us to use it because somehow that's going to help it get out. I don't know.
Like,
That's
what happens at the
impossible.
end? Do they get out?
The monster cannot outsmart us because I am the smartest thing in this universe. It's impossible. It literally physically cannot happen.
In the game, you beat the shadow monster, but then you release the windfish from this giant egg on top of a mountain. It's weird. It's a huge whale, and it has wings. And it doesn't make a lot of sense. But you let the windfish out, and maybe I don't know if we're the windfish or if this thing is it. I don't know. I mean, it's very confusing. Maybe we should just get out of here and try to get away from this thing.
Maybe we should
But
go
how?
find the windfish. The windfish. Games are so lame. The windfish.
Yeah. Well, we probably need to go out to like that one island we haven't been to in town yet, or the beach.
I mean,
Yeah, but that's where. Okay. Okay.
I mean, we ain't been there. We even tried.
Yeah.
If we kill this thing, then he's pointing up. That thing up there is the bad thing anyway. We're not actually doing anything to it.
Yeah.
Okay, Clarence. I mean, it's your hand.
you're
So-
in charge, buddy. You lead the way.
It's just where Clarence's head's at. I hope he's not screwing us over really bad.
Yeah, give me a. I don't know what kind of role this would be. Give me a comprehend roll to see if like you understand what you just said. Whether that's
Yeah.
like really truly what's going to happen here.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So you start to see through the fact that this thing, whatever it is everywhere. If you
Yeah.
kill Alistair, it's just going to kill the Alistair that it's sent to get you. It's still, there's this massive swirling vortex of hate around you. It is clearly something that you cannot defeat merely by use of force. So you very much understand that. And you have seen this weird beach with a cave numerous times now. So something clearly is there. The question is, what do you do?
Okay, so maybe we're still playing by game rules. So if he attacks us, we can still use things to defend ourselves, maybe. But do you guys know like a cave by a beach or something?
I mean,
I
there's
mean,
like the lake.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, if you
there's
can
that
all
one
roll
light.
comprehend rolls for me.
can I ask the shoe?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, shoe knows.
Yeah, let's find out what Sam knows. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
Whoa.
Sam knows more than shoe.
Sam knows all.
Yeah. So, Eddie, you hold the shoe up to your ear, and what do you hear?
I mean, you tell me. The shoe isn't me.
Yeah, the shoe is. So you hear the shoe say to you, "It's the island on the lake, dude. It's like where you would go to as a kid during the summer."
The shoe's telling me it's the island on the lake. The shoe, who's also one of my best friends.
Yeah, Sam, you also know this island because that's where all the popular kids in the summer go to get drunk and do like copious amounts of cigarettes, which is very hard for the middle of America. You are just like, you're real trouble out there in the 90s, smoking and drinking Zima out on this island. You guys are troublemakers.
God.
Yeah. So
And
you
that's
very
what that
much
big
know.
You had a little too much fun that one time, but you did not hear that from me.
Yeah, it got copious cigarettes. You guys are
Mhm.
crazy. Yeah, you know this island very, very well. You know exactly where it is. In fact, it's bizarre that of all the opportunities you've had over the course of however long we've been playing, you've never gone to this island, but it very much is there. It exists, and it's right out there, waiting for you to find.
I feel like it was just really far away.
It is out in the water. You're right. I mean, it's a pain in the ass. You guys would get wet, and it'd just be awful. Yeah.
My hair would get frizzy. Nobody wants that.
Right, exactly. So you know this place very, very well. Yes. You seem to recall that there's an island out in the middle of the lake, and it is a place that could be what Clarence is seeing.
I mean, it's like as good a bet as any that we have. I mean, Clarence, have you been there? Because like if you haven't been there, it's not going to show up in the I mean, I haven't seen you there, but like have you been there other times without us?
Man, I think we went out there like when I was a kid to swim or something, like dock or the little pier,
Oh, okay.
go splash around in the water. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
mean. I'm sorry. I kind of hate myself a little bit.
Do you try to run past? Like, what is your plan then? You're gonna try and get out to this island. What is your strategy?
I think I'm just gonna walk. Like we're not gonna outrun it.
I'm
We're
sticking
gonna let
with
us
Sam.
go.
Look, if we all stick together, we can get through this. My giant brain meat is telling me that we have to get to the source of the problem and cut it off. And we have to get to the lake. Just as long as we stick together.
Okay.
Good idea, Eddie.
Okay.
So I'm assuming Alistair's not just going to let us go.
Fern like backs
Find
up with her
out.
shotgun, like
Guess you'll find out. It depends on what you
Yeah.
decide to do. So you're just gonna walk away.
I'm gonna back away.
yes.
Tactical retreat.
Okay. Yeah. Can all of you roll
Exactly.
for me a body move, please?
Even with
All
5,
right.
I still can't get it.
God damn it! I even have some body now.
Oh,
Yeah, so Fern, you begin to back up and you start to walk backwards, but as the rest of them start to move back, the shaking of the ground sort of makes a retreat a little hard, and they have to sort of look behind them as they walk. And when they do, and they turn to look behind them, these sort of tentacles come out of Alistair, and he grabs the arms of Eddie, Clarence, and Samantha and begins to pull them back toward him. And he's
Oh!
like, "You are not going anywhere." And he pulls you back towards him.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Like, where do you want us to go?
Hell
I'm
no.
gonna try to get to my hairspray.
Yeah. Roll for
Shoot him,
me
Sam!
a. How do you want to
Yeah.
grab your hairspray? What do you want to do with that? Like, how are you gonna? One of your hands is like wrapped up in a shadow tentacle. So how do you want to get your hairspray?
I guess I'm gonna have to just try to get free. I'm gonna try to babble his brain out until he just lets me go.
Yeah, give me a either a lead or a charm roll. I imagine charm for this. See if he'll let you go. Okay. Yeah. You begin to talk. Just constant babbling. And as you know, Alistair hates your constant babbling. And he releases one tentacle and he instead goes to wrap it around your mouth in order to shut
It's
you
fine.
up.
All good.
But as he goes to wrap it around your mouth, you now have 2 free hands. What do you do?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go and get my hairspray and my Zippo out of my guest bag. It's white.
Of course.
Right.
Tell me what you're
Okay.
gonna do.
Do I have a clear shot? I'm not gonna hit any of them.
You 100% have a
hopefully.
clear shot. There's no one in your
Okay.
way.
So I take the lighter. I do
Mhm.
that cool. I have the hairspray in my hand below.
Okay.
I do that cool trick where you like rub it on your jeans to open it, and then you rub it on your jeans to. I was a teenager once. To light it, it comes
Go
up
on.
lit, and then I'm like,
A lit fan.
All right. Give me a roll. I imagine this is you're using your iconic bonus item, yes?
yes.
All right. Hit it. Let's see what happens. Yeah. You press down the spray can, and this burst of flame shoots across at Alistair, and it sets him ablaze, and all the tentacles sort of release, and you hear this screeching, terrible noise. And for a minute, the swirling vortex around you begins to fade just subtly, and you have a moment to figure out what to do. You just run for it? What are you guys gonna do?
I feel like we should run, but I don't know. I mean, he can outrun us. He can fly.
I mean, we don't know how fast he is. Let's just go.
Fern, shoot him.
Okay. Fern shoots him.
Yeah.
Finally.
Give me.
Do it.
You know what? I'm gonna adjust because it is a shotgun. It's gonna work. So let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
you
gonna
blast
work.
this fool. It explodes into him, and shadowy goop just like everywhere. And he falls to his knees,
Ooh.
and little puddles of goo are on fire, sort of like tar is on fire around him. And he falls to his knees and sort of grabs the pavement, and he appears to be incapacitated. But who knows what could happen here in a minute? But he is down.
Let's book it.
Everyone run!
Yeah.
Go. We still
Yeah,
have that car.
No, you do not. No, the 4 of you begin to run as fast as you can. In order to tell me how fast you're running, if you would give me a body move, please.
I was worried about that.
Or, okay, that's a good roll. Fern, I'll give you this 2. Fern, I'll let you have the 2. If you can tell me how you would use calculate, for example, to find a quick route there, you can use that for your run roll. Or if you could say, for example, give me a lead roll to tell me, like, I'm leading this run, and we're all gonna like, hey, everyone, follow me, that kind of thing. You can give me another type of roll. I'll let you roll that for this run.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you got it.
No, you.
No, I am going to put my arm up and scream, for the Juice Gang! Run!
I thought Fern was going to turn around and jump and shoot and use the force of the shotgun to just push herself back. Can I use force to force the ground away from my legs?
You know what, man? That is the most Eddie move I've ever heard. Yes, of course you can.
It's the last
Yes.
episode. Let him.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, Eddie, you force the ground away from your feet so hard.
Yeah.
You are just so forceful with your feet on that ground. Yeah.
Get out of here,
God.
ground.
Yeah, give us a lead roll, Sam. Let's see if you can lead everyone. Oh, you can
I'm gonna
re-roll
have
that.
to-
You
I'm
have
gonna have
the ability to.
that. Come on, baby.
And-
buddy.
Oh.
Damn.
Not my
Clarence, you can come up with something else yourself.
I'm gonna try to calculate. I'm gonna like count my footsteps and like
Sure.
quickly try to plot an area to what's
Yeah.
jumping over stuff. Like, okay, I need to do this. Gonna
Your trajectory,
Sure, I
of
don't
course.
calculate it. Yeah, all
Obviously,
that.
yeah.
I was trying to think of the movie where the dude does that in his fights. What is it? The Greatest Detective in the World.
It's the Sherlock movies with Robert Downey
Sherlock,
Jr.
yeah.
when he
Yeah.
pre-plans all the fights. Yeah. Yes, of course you do. So the group of you begin to turn and run as fast as you can. And Sam, as she shouts like, "Come on, Juice Gang, let's go!" trips and falls. The three of you look back at her. She falls to the ground. One of her spray cans that was in her hand rolls away.
You bastard.
She
You
is on the
bastard.
ground now. Her lighter, she manages to hold on to, but one spray can rolls away. What do? You see her behind you, falling behind.
Mr. DM Cox, since I rolled a 2, can I help her?
Absolutely.
Get the spray
some
can, save
fashion.
yourself.
Yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah, Fern runs back and helps Sam up, and the two of you run after the guys as they're a little bit ahead of you. And where are you running to? What, you're just running? What are you guys doing?
To the lake.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna run to the lake. What happens when you get to the lake? So you're running through the streets of this city you've known for years that you thought was your home, but this is not your home. There is shadow, like evil eyes in store windows as you run through. It looks like there are all these people watching you. The streets are shaking violently. Mantle covers are popping up like shadowy, like tendrils popping out of them. All these things chasing you down the streets of your delightful hometown. But you're running to the lake. What do you do when you get there?
If there's a boat or something.
Hope everybody can swim.
Now with these rolls.
Yeah, can you remember how you got out to the lake before? Since you've been there before, since you've been to this island, how did you get to the island?
Wait, didn't we go underground?
Oh, there's sewers?
Well, I mean, as kids or in the past, you did go underground in the alternate reality. Yes, that's true. But when you were kids, how did you get out there?
Rowboat.
Rowboat? What other ways?
Swimming.
Sam, when you go out there for all your crazy cigarette parties, how do you get out there?
Well, Brad's dad has a boat, and then he knows where his dad keeps the key. So it's like under the mat. It's like where you keep the beers in the back.
Oh, at the boathouse down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I bet that boat's down there. That might be the place to go.
Check it out. It's a cool boat, and there might be Zimas left in the back.
There very well may be. So the group of you begins to run towards this sort of really awful looking shack sitting on the water. It's a boathouse in name only. It is pretty poorly put together. Mostly just like tin sort of nailed onto different pieces of really awful plywood. And it looks like it's one bad wind from falling over. And as you approach, that's exactly what happens. It's shaking violently as all of these winds and the storm is sort of shaking this world that you know. But inside, you can see that there is definitely a boat in there.
All right, I'm going to run in. I'm going to lift the back seat of it. Storage. I'm going to look for the key and a Zima.
You find not only a key, but also a Zima. I need you to roll for me. You all can roll for me if you want to. But I need you to give me a Tinker Tech roll, please. Do any of you know how to drive a boat? Wow, Sam does.
Fern doesn't.
Sam's been on that island. She knows what's up.
Wait. Let me try too. I want to help. I'm helping.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're helping.
Oh no!
I'm not.
Big help.
Sam, you grab the key and you go to turn and put the key in the ignition and start this boat up. But sitting in the captain's chair with a captain's hat on already, messing with all the controls, is Eddie. And he puts his hand out and says,
It's okay. Shu and I got this. You worry about taking care of all the other ones. Here, Shu, take the wheel for a minute. Eddie lays the shoe on the wheel.
Do you hand him the key, Samantha?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eddie, you have the key. What do you do?
I said, Put that bitch in and start her up.
Yeah. This is a classy 1990s motor boat. This is a speedboat of the douchiest order. There is a thing on the side that says like Widowmaker, and on the back there is like 5 coolers, all of them filled to the brim with drinks that no longer exist. You got your Coke Classics, you got your Zimas, you have Pepsi, crystal clear Pepsi, all of it back there. This thing is built to cruise. And as you pull out of this shed, it begins to crumble and fade away. And standing on the dock is Alistair watching you drive off on this speedboat.
Oh man, do they have OK Cola?
No, but they do have Jolt Cola is back in there.
Okay. That's fine.
A lot of Jolt.
Okay.
I'll be like, it's cool. I used to take rich kids' boats for joyrides. It's really fun. You waste all their gas, and then they get super mad.
I'm gonna
You're
mix
now
some cocktails.
Yeah. And by mixing cocktails,
Testing
you
Zima and Pepsi and clear
actually
Pepsi.
mean
Zima and clear Pepsi. Also a Jolt and Zima.
God. None for me. I gotta drive.
Yeah, you actually
We're
mix
underage.
you mix Jolt, crystal clear Pepsi, and Zima to make what some consider the most average drink of all time. It rolled a 3. Unfortunately, it was a solid 3. Very average taste. So Eddie, you're taking them to this island, and in the distance, you can see that there is a small island out in the middle of this lake. On one side, it is rocky and craggy, and there are trees sort of half in the water and half out. It definitely appears that at one point there was more to this island than there is now. On the other side is a very rudimentary beach and a cave. Clarence, you recognize this as being the cave that you had seen numerous times. And this is somehow exactly where you need to go.
Oh, right there. And I'm pointing at the cave. We need to go there.
There,
Right.
why?
Yeah, well, that's what I keep seeing this place, and then like look at Fern, and we should hurry and get there.
Okay.
Sam, are you just in the back drinking right now?
Is
Yeah,
that
right.
judgy?
No, I just want to know where you were in the boat. So if you all give for
yeah.
me this isn't, guys, this isn't anything crazy, or this isn't like, I'm not saying anything's about to happen, but could you give for me, if this is the boat, like, what happened? Oh, there we go. If this is the boat, like right here,
Okay.
and here's the
Right
engine
here.
back here. I imagine, Eddie, you are here driving, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where are the rest of you?
I'm like sitting on the ground digging in the bins in the back, making disgusting
right.
drinks for everybody. Like, super excited.
Yeah, so
'cause they're
these
gonna
are
be
the
like my
coolers
pop
back here.
So I'm like, hey, you guys.
You're right there.
But I'm sitting.
Right.
Okay.
You're in the back on the chairs near the coolers.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are you, Fern and Clarence?
Fern is just sitting on one of the chairs. Like the seat was kind of wet, so she was like, "I'll just put like a towel down here or something and just
Okay.
plunk down in it." And
Middle, back, front. Where are you
in
at
the
in this
middle.
boat?
In the middle.
Okay.
She'd like
Where
to
are you,
not be
Clarence?
in the not front nor back.
I'll be up in the front, running shotgun, looking for exactly this.
Great. Mwah, perfect. Okay. As the group of you begin to drive straight towards this island, you notice that the shadowy vortex that is surrounding everything you see into, it's sort of like, in games, the sky map, right? How it's just like the background, no matter where you go, it's still constantly there. That is what this shadowy thing is. No matter where you go, in the distance is always a shadowy vortex. It's always there. It's always present. Above you, looking straight down, are these 2 red eyes. Will you roll for me and investigate and see if you can see what is about to come your way?
Everybody? Or just
Oh yeah.
Me, wait.
Wow.
Should I roll because I'm driving? I probably won't.
You
yeah.
can if you want to.
damn.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask the shoe. No way. She was busy. She was busy being the first mate.
Yeah,
Investigating.
she was.
Yeah. Nah,
No,
nah.
Octo, you're too busy driving.
Okay.
Eddie, you're just in it. You're
Yeah.
getting there as fast as you can. You are
Mhm.
in your head. All you hear is, for some reason, the Knight Rider theme, even though it has nothing to do with what's happening right now.
Sure.
That's all you hear is Knight Rider. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just going as fast as you can.
In
But Fern
1974, the government built a super boat called Night Boat, and it was
Yeah.
really smart, and it had a really handsome and cool captain, and his name was Eddie Hill.
Yeah, and that's what you hear. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's you driving down the road. But Fern, Clarence, Samantha, you all notice that the eyes up above are reflecting in the water below. And suddenly the waves of this lake begin to become larger and larger, and something beneath begins to swipe at the boat as a giant hand comes up and splashes down, and it hits right next to the boat. But because all of you are so prepared for this to happen, you manage to brace yourselves, and as a wave hits the boat, it almost knocks it over, but the three of you manage to hold on. Eddie, however, I need you to roll a force roll for me.
Don't you follow this boat, Eddie?
Yeah, we need to figure out if you're going to be able to hang on
Oh,
this boat.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
a Klingon, if you will.
This giant hand reaches up. It's made of shadow and water, and it smashes down and explodes this massive wave onto the boat. But Eddie is holding onto the steering wheel for dear life, and he just night boats his way right through this thing. And
Night boat,
Fern,
the
Clarence,
crime-solving boat.
the crime-solving boat, and Fern, Clarence, and Sam, you all managed to hold on as well. But you can see now that the reflection in the sky is actually, there's now something in the water with you, and it is sort of a manifestation of this creature, and it begins to follow you in the water. You can see this ripple behind you as something is swimming, trying to catch up to you, and giant water claws are just like slashing at the boat, trying to stop you from getting there. Do you want to try and slow it down?
Fern aims her shotgun at the claws and just shoots at him.
Yeah, get
Sure.
him, Security Officer Fern.
Let's see what you do. You shoot and it hits, but it's water, so it does nothing.
Damn it.
Hmm.
I think I'm getting it.
Are the claws getting close enough to where I can like avenger them?
They are not close enough for you to swing this thing at them. If they were that close, you'd be getting hit by water. Like, they're not that close.
Okay.
They're sort of like reaching out, trying to grab you, but it's they're not actually getting there yet.
Oh, can I help calculate and help Fern shoot while they're above water, like, and time it correctly, maybe? Or something?
Give me an investigate. Let's see if you notice anything.
Okay. We gotta help each other, fam. God dang.
Yeah. Clarence, you realize that, like everything in this world, the source of its power, the source of all the power, comes from those two damn balls. And while they are up in the sky, they're reflected down below in the water. And you notice them, and you can see these giant red glowing orbs in the water itself. Maybe, just maybe, she should focus her fire on those instead.
Right. Yeah, no, I know it sounds dumb, but shoot the reflection of the eyes in the water.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see how you do. See if this works. Yeah, you shoot one of these eyes, and one of the watery hand sort of like just splashes down into the water and vanishes. The other one is still coming for you, but you can see that what you shot is there's a crack in that red orb in the water, and if you look up to the sky, there's now a crack in the one in the sky as well.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God.
Yes.
Should I keep shooting it?
Good job. Good job, Lieutenant Clarence.
And Cannoneer Fern, you're doing a great shoot. Keep shooting it.
Okay.
Go nuts.
Fire at will.
Yeah, let's see. Fern, how many shots do you actually want to shoot?
Fucking
I mean, she's
Samantha's
got
back there just like,
45. So at this point, 42.
get him, pals.
40. You want to fire 42 times? All right. Well, let's do this.
At
We'll
least
do this.
10. At least 10.
6
She's
shots
not
in?
really thinking. She's just like, okay, we're just gonna go for it. Ooh, I
All right.
like those
So before you
sixes.
have to reload, this is what you start firing off. You manage to only 3 shots of the remaining hit, but they do hit. And this creature begins to sort of like wail and howl, and you can hear all these voices screaming in your ears, and both of the hands sort of like fade away into the water, and it stops chasing you for the time. When you look up in the
Nice.
sky, you can definitely see that one of the orbs is in like worse shape than the other one. It is, even though it's red like the other, there are black like cracks throughout the entire thing.
This is a
And you
super
have-
fun video game, parents. Anybody want a Pima? It's Pepsi and Zima.
You got any moonshine in there?
Yeah, girl, Zima's basically moonshine. It's disgusting.
Fern reaches for one and just starts chugging.
Yeah,
Fern, you're like-
Fern.
You're like 2 years old. Don't drink it.
Yeah, Fern, can you give
Are we
me
giving
a
our only member with a firearm alcohol when she's 13?
yeah,
bro,
Fern? I
she's
need
had
you to
alcohol
roll a
before, and she shot firearms before.
That's true.
I'll
You
do a
had
body-
it.
Alcohol shooting
I-
firearms.
I forgot I forgot what character you were playing. Sorry.
You need to roll me a body roll for that, Fern.
A body roll.
can
You
you-
got it.
Yeah,
Just
straight
body,
body.
like
Can
straight
you
body.
handle straight body?
Can I re-roll this?
Unfortunately, you drink Zima. I mean, you can re-roll if you want.
Yes.
Turns out you actually really like Zima, and it does not affect you at all. It is you are 13, but such an alcoholic that Zima does not even register. You're like, it tastes like water. It doesn't actually affect me. And you look at Sam with a little less respect that she can't handle Zima. Something about her, you're like, okay. Yeah, and you drink
Fair.
the water that was given to you.
Fair.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
So you 4 are quickly approaching this island. Eddie, where do you want to dock, or how do you want to stop, or what do you want to do?
Okay, so I want to get close. Can I see the cave from the beach?
You can't. It's literally right on the beach.
Then I guess
there's a beach. Oh, sorry,
Oh,
there's a
man.
beach and maybe like 150 feet, and then the cave.
I mean, like, I've always wanted to do this, both Eddie and me as a player, me, Octo. I'm just gonna beach this thing. Like, I just want to like go right up onto the beach.
Yeah, if you could all
What's
give
the
me
worst that could
give me a body force roll to see if you guys can withstand beaching.
Where'd my character sheet?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So you
Fine.
all, Eddie, you drive up onto this. You're going top speed, and you
Mhm.
drive up onto this beach as fast as you can. The engine, you hear it out of the water, like,
Yeah.
and you slam down into the sand. All of you lurch forward and see Sam fly past you into the sand. She lands. All of her beautiful white Guess clothes slam into the sand, and it is not like beautiful island in the tropic sand. It is like gross Midwestern lake
Yeah.
island. Yeah, beach.
Yeah.
She slams into it and just is now covered in this mucky sand that it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And for the first time, as she stands up and wipes herself off, Fern, you kind of realize what you look like all the time. She is a mess. Samantha is
Wow.
finally just too much of a mess.
No, I don't want Fern to lose her innocence.
Okay. I'm gonna, regardless that we just beached, I'm gonna toss the anchor overboard. So Eddie's just like, well, land ho, and then just toss the anchor over into the beach.
Yeah.
Like it's actually just on the sand.
Yeah, it's just on the sand. First, make
Nobody-
you fill out the proper docking paperwork.
We have to get
I
out of
Eddie,
here.
I hate you.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep the captain's hat on. By the way, that's staying on. That's staying on
Right.
for the rest of the game.
Fern, do you go help Samantha? She's covered in like
course,
grime now.
I thought
Yeah.
Fern was already there. She's like, "Oh, Sam," and she tries to just brush her off, like, "Oh, they're there. Your
It's okay.
hair looks great."
It's okay. We're past the hair now. But how are the
Oh.
juice pants?
Well, we'll turn around.
Okay. Turn around.
Yeah, you turn around. Let me do this. Hold on. I need to do a check really quick.
Oh no!
Not the juice
Not
pants.
the pants.
Andy, what have you done?
I
Yeah,
got us there.
unfortunately, it still says juice, but it's missing the I. Unfortunately, JUCE is what it says now.
It's cool.
You know what?
That's
It
our new
still
logo.
says juice. Still says
Yeah.
juice.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just our new
Rule
logo.
damage.
JUCE. We don't need the I. I mean,
You know
it's
what?
not about
There's
I.
there's no I in team either, right? So
Hey,
Yeah.
listen,
fine.
Sam. Your juche pants will be fine. Now none of this is real. It's okay. We're going into the cave now.
That's a great point, Eddie. You're really smart.
Yes, I am.
Captain.
Captain Eddie.
Dismissed. At ease. Soldiers.
In front
sailors.
of you stands this rather large
Like,
cave,
Shut up.
and around you is this island of trash, essentially. But it is a beach, and there is a cave, and now the question is, what do you do?
I mean, we want to go in the
Who's
cave.
got a torch?
I mean, I have my lighter.
Are there like any branches or anything on the beach?
Oh, good idea.
Something
There
we
are
can light.
branches.
I mean, we ain't got no flashlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as the trash goes, is there like any discarded cloth or anything?
There's definitely some weirdly discarded like articles of clothing, around this island.
Oh,
One of them
someone's
has
breathing.
like Bethy written on it, and you're just like, ew.
Ew,
Uh,
Bethany is such a skank.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
you didn't hear that
so
from me.
you're gonna try and make torches, is what the plan is?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Just
did.
at least one, I guess. So we have something.
All right, yeah. Give me a tinker. See if you can create a thing. Yes,
Man,
of course.
rolls are
Clarence
just-
knows how to make torches. Obviously,
Oh.
That's so concerned.
yeah. But for different
Work
reasons
for us.
entirely.
I can't figure it out.
Yeah, you both.
I'm still trying to
Two
figure out
entire
whose
different-
pants we found. Figure it out.
So you begin to make these torches, and as you do, you take all these weird articles of clothing that you find, and you wrap them around sticks from this island, and then you use Sam's lighter, and the four of you now have torches. And in front of you is this very dark, very mysterious cave.
Right.
Oh,
and then-
I'm gonna go ahead.
As I was saying, in the back of Clarence's mind, he's keeping an eye out for any special looking instruments that he remembers from the game. You gotta play the song so you can get the fish out.
Are
Yeah,
you
so-
are you saying like that we should look for instruments, or are you just personally looking for instruments?
Clarence, he's not too sure how literal it is at this point, but he's just kind of keeping an
Oh,
eye out
sure.
for like them.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So I hope the heck of like if you see like shiny looking magic instruments or anything, point them out.
Oh, I've got an instrument, the most powerful one of all, the human mind.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say the shoe.
Well, that
thought it
is the
was gonna be
second most
penis.
powerful. The second. That's the third most. I got the three most powerful instruments known to man: my brain, the magic shoe, and a dong.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I guess we go in at this point.
yeah, the four of you enter
Walk off.
following your captain, looking for musical instruments. And as you walk through, you notice this is a very long, dark, straight shot to the back of a cave. And even though you can't see anything beyond what your torches illuminate, you hear something, and it sounds like people talking up ahead. You're not really sure.
Does this cave, is it like unnaturally straight? Is it like, because normally caves sort of like meander a little bit. Is it just sort of like eerily just like a straight shot?
Eerily a straight shot.
Wow.
I
Okay.
will say this based on your earlier rolls. Your recollection of this cave is not this. It is like a little tiny
Oh.
cave that goes back like maybe
Sure.
30 feet, and that's it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
rock formation, really.
Mhm.
But this is a cave that is a straight shot back into darkness.
Wow.
I don't remember this cave being like this.
Yeah, this cave
that-
was
is that
not like
weird?
this. This
I
would
don't think
cause
I've
a lot
even
more
been here,
trouble.
so
No, this doesn't
new to me.
Yeah.
Don't I have my ears?
Hello?
As you
Oh.
say hello, let me give you this roll. Let's see what happens. Oh, interesting. As you say hello, a breeze, like a strong wind, rushes through this straight hallway, and your torches blow out. What you notice in front of you is there's a light ahead.
I guess we're going. My
I guess sleep we're
hair's
speaking now,
grayed
right?
out.
My torch went out. Can we, y'all can we have a lighter?
Look, you just have to open your minds and everything will be illuminated.
Eddie,
Okay,
Yeah.
I try to light her
In the
torch.
No,
please
we're in
relight
the
my
dark.
torch, please.
yeah,
We're
I'm
only in
relighting
the
it.
dark if you give in to ignorance. You just
I'm
have to
scared.
expand your mind.
Okay, Eddie, later we're gonna talk about the difference between like reality and like literalism and like metaphors and stuff. But like
Look,
right now, I just want to
have-
relight your torch.
Have you ever read Carl Sagan's Demon Haunted World? I haven't, but I saw the cover, and I think that's pretty much the same thing. Just don't be afraid of the dark.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
as
why
you-
don't you just go walk on ahead and we'll follow you then, since you can see in the dark. Captain.
Eddie, the captain, listen, Captain Eddie is on the case. I'm just going to start walking towards the light.
All right, yeah, you start walking towards the light.
Oh God.
As you walk towards the light ahead of everyone else, Eddie, you notice that there's appears it's like a fire, like someone started a fire up against a brick wall. And as you look at this brick wall, you notice there are two paths leading around the other side of the brick wall, but it just appears to be a cave, and it's sort of a larger area than the hallway you've been going down, with a brick wall and a fire in front of it.
So it's just a brick wall, like in the middle of this cave?
Yeah, and you can go around it. There's just a brick wall with a fire.
Shoo, what does this brick wall mean? What does this represent? This is a metaphor for something. Shoo doesn't know.
Shoo has no clue. No.
Dumb.
Are they're following you, right? Do they see this?
Yeah, they're right behind you. They see it too. It's a brick wall with a fire in front of it, like a
Do we hear the
bonfire,
conversation
basically.
anymore?
Can I
We hear the
investigate?
voices?
You no longer hear the voices.
Oh. Okay.
Well, we should just keep going then.
I don't know. Maybe it's a doorway. Maybe this is the doorway.
Well, you said it's just like wall. We can go, but it's got two openings on the side. We can go around it, right?
You can go
Yeah.
around the side. It's just like a wall in the middle of this sort of opening in the cave, or
It's like a
wider area,
Yeah, it's just freestanding, right? It's not connected to
Mhm.
anything. It's just
not connected to
Ugh.
anything. You can
Give
see
it-
you can see over the wall a little bit, and there's some like sort of rocks hanging down, but it's not. It doesn't go to the ceiling all the way. There's still a little area up there where you can see kind of through it.
I'm gonna try to get a little closer without burning myself and try to investigate.
Sure,
See if I
yeah,
can-
go for it.
Think of anything.
It is literally a fire literally a sandstone wall with bricks made of different bricks. And yeah, if you want to walk around the wall, you definitely can.
And while she's doing that, can I put my torch in the fire and try to relight it?
Sure. Yeah. You put the torch in the fire and it very quickly burns through the cloth and onto the stick and begins to catch the stick on fire. Yeah, you try to, but instead you just end up throwing it into the bonfire itself.
Okay.
It looks like a normal fire with logs. It doesn't look like a magic fire.
Just a normal fire, probably made by somebody. Yeah.
Do I hear anything with my super hearing?
Yes, with your super hearing, you no longer hear anything. You did before. You heard people talking, but not anymore.
This isn't this. Maybe we are trapped in Plato's cave, and this fire is projecting the shadows of what we perceive to be real, and we need to make the rough ascent to sunlight to truly experience the world as it is.
I don't actually hate that idea.
Yeah. Whoa! I wonder if you can eat the walls.
You're not supposed to eat it. Bad for you.
Well, yeah, but it's like sometimes you just want to know what it tastes like, right? You know, you just
It
gotta
tastes
know.
bad.
Yeah, I know, but you want to know. You have to
Okay.
know. Maybe it doesn't.
I'm gonna keep walking down.
Sure.
Fern will follow Sam.
Yeah, Eddie, Clarence, do you follow them?
Yeah,
Should we like try to be quiet or like sneak or something, or just like hunkers
Nah.
You
down?
want to?
I mean, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sneak.
Yeah. Give me that roll. Give me a sneak. Let's see if
I'm
you
gonna
do it.
say I don't sneak.
No. Yeah, so Clarence, you try your hardest to sneak like you're James Bond, but you look ridiculous. And Eddie, Fern, and Samantha follow you around the corners of this wall. And standing in front of you, maybe 20 feet away, is the end of the cave. Just a wall of the cave. And you begin to hear noises again. So if I had to give you what this looks like, we will clear this. Yes. And we will instead do this. So here is the wall. Like that. Ooh, that's terrible. And then the cave looks like this. Like that. And the fire is right here. And you are standing 1, 2, 3, 4. And the cave just ends. That's it. And as you stand there, you begin to hear some noises. And as you look ahead, you see on the wall of the cave weird shadows that are becoming menacingly close.
Oh my god, I was right. Wait, put out the fire. The
Why?
fire's
Oh,
creating
yeah.
the shadows. If you put out the fire, then the shadows can't exist.
Fern throws hers on the ground and starts stepping on it.
Okay. Are you going to try to put out the bonfire?
Big fire.
Yeah,
Big
how
fire.
big is that fire?
It is, you can see, equating to the size of the 4 of you. There's the bonfire.
Oh, it's big.
much
okay.
bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna need to really try.
And he starts spitting on the fire.
Yeah.
What
So
are
you're
the
going to go
noises that we
back
hear?
around. You're going to go back
Yeah, okay, go
around. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as the group of you move away from this side of the room, the figures are becoming bigger and bigger in the shadows. And when you turn around the wall to go back and put out this fire, standing before you is Fern Fisher, Eddie Hill, Clarence Bergman, and Samantha Page.
Dun, dun, dun. What are they doing
Are
here?
And the 4 of them look at you, and they appear to be shocked.
Halt!
Hey, girl,
Who,
you look a mess.
who goes there?
The Eddie looks at you and says, "Someone who knows who goes where he goes."
No, I like this guy's logic. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Sam, the other Sam sort of like looks you up and down, and you're like, "Oh, girl, you look a mess." And she looks back at you and is like, "Mm-hmm." And Clarence, the Clarence that's staring at you, is literally just like, you can almost see the numbers flashing in front of his eyes as he's trying to figure out what's going on. And Fern, standing in front of you, is another Fern with another shotgun, looking the exact same way.
Fern puts down her shotgun and then like raises her hand like for a high five.
Yeah. And this other Fern doesn't put down the shotgun, but high fives you. And it's like, whoop. And you can feel it. It is a fleshy hand. It feels like it is 100% a real living thing.
Y'all are us. Or are we you?
I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah, this other Fern looks at the others and is just like, I think they're the real us's.
How do we know if we're the real you and you're not the real us?
The Clarence of their group looks at you and he's like, well, if you come with us, we can show you. We found the way out. We know how to get out of here.
What do you mean you know the way out?
Of all of this. We figured it out, but we have to come on.
Well, where is it?
It's back the way we came.
Well, we know this place is as good as you do. This is our minds. Just where is it?
The Sam that's with them is like, you don't know it as well as we do, and trust me, the way we came is not the way you came.
All right, which way did you come then?
And the Eddie there with his captain hat, he points out and he goes, the beach, man. The beach.
That's true. Yeah, no, he's right. He's got a point.
Where
I like the cut of this guy's jib.
We're on the beach.
No, not that gross beach. And she like looks you up and down. And this is when you notice for the first time, her sandiness is not your sandiness. Her beach sand appears to be more like tannish than the gross brown of this island that you got yourself covered in.
Oh, were you at a good beach? Where were you?
I can show you. Oh my God, you'll love it.
Really? Okay, but like, just like tell me like how you get there, because like we've had a really rough time, and you know, because you're me, that we don't just go anywhere with people, because
oh, of course not. No
ideas, and like we are not
my
that kind
God.
of girl.
Sam,
we are not.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, that's why
yeah,
I was
Clarence,
like,
calm down, please.
like in advance.
Clarence, this is between us. Thank you. Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we went the same way you did. We were you at one point, and then
Yeah.
another us's came and got us and took us to the beach.
Oh my God, stop it.
It's
But
true.
then but why would you come back for like us if you guys could like totally just get out?
Because they told us to come back and get you. I think it's like cyclical, but I'm not sure.
Oh, really? Oh my
Yeah,
God,
Yeah,
that's
it's
we're
weird.
gonna have to get ourselves.
And eventually I think this all works itself out. I'm sure there's a way, but if you just come with us to the beach, we can show you.
I mean, I'll go.
Wait
Okay,
a minute. No,
how
wait,
did
wait. If our friends you wish to be, you must answer me these questions 3.
God damn it.
The other Eddie pulls out a shoe and holds it up to his ear and goes, I'm ready.
All right, I trust these guys. All right, let's go.
Wait.
Wait, well, okay.
So, we like try to get him in for the group huddle thing.
Sure.
Okay, guys, this is definitely gotta be like the fucking the shadow messing with us. Okay, this is like Legend of Zelda 2 when you fight yourself kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, there's a good chance that this is totally shadow fuckery. For sure.
Sam, do you have any of your makeup or anything with you?
Yeah, Yeah, I have makeup, like lipstick, lip gloss. I have pink lip gloss, glitter, frosted lip gloss. I'm also like kind of trying out this black eyeliner thing. So like I'm doing like more black eyeliner.
Okay, let me see
So,
your eyeliner. Let's see your eyeliner.
okay, let's pull out my black eyeliner.
All right. Like try to
Like
make
my
sure they're
eyeliner.
watching. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody, like hold it in your hand and like don't let them see this. And I like make like a circle and a dot on all their palms. Okay, so if they try to like confuse us and turn us against each other, we'll be able to like signal each other, right? Maybe.
Like
Yeah,
identify.
this is waterproof. It is not coming off without makeup remover.
Real smart, Clarence.
But unless they're us in the future, then they're going to have this too. Maybe,
Oh my
right?
God.
I don't know.
Maybe that's
What
not
if,
true.
what if we ask them to show us their bones?
If they act weird, shoot them in the face with a shotgun.
As you say that, you hear the other Samantha go, "Oh my God." And then you turn around and she's like pointing to her ears. She's like, "Guys, super herring. Come on." And then Eddie is just like, "Look at my hand, man. Look at my hand." And he has a mark on it.
Is the same one?
It's the exact same one that you gave Eddie.
Okay, like how did previous you convince you to go with them? Because they were probably really skeptical too.
They didn't believe it. It's so like ancient Greek, you know? Like we're trying to convince you to come with us, but you don't want to leave the cave. I read that in a book one day.
Hey, let me see your hand.
And it was like super good, and we totally got an A on that paper, but like don't tell anybody.
I wouldn't tell anybody. Oh my God.
I know. Because people might think that we like could pass the classes and stuff. We fail on purpose sometimes when we feel like it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys do? Do you go with them?
Clarence is over there trying to crack it. Like, hey, let me see your hand. Like, try doodling on it and looking at the other Eddie's hand and see if it like shows up as he's
Fern
doing
trust them.
Yeah.
Fern goes over to them.
Clarence, as you write on Eddie's hand, the other Eddie's holding up his hand, and what you draw starts appearing.
Well, now I know you guys aren't us from the future because you would already have it on your hand before I drew it. So fuck yourself. Sorry, I'm not going with you.
The other Eddie looks at you and he's like, "Technically, the future's not written, and every change we make affects all possible future outcomes."
God damn it, Eddie, you're so smart.
Wow.
Yeah, we are.
You are smart.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Fern
Okay, so
goes
it's like
and stands
not
by other
cyclical.
Fern.
Yeah. Fern, you're just standing next to her, and she like looks at you, and like the two of you just click. Like you look at each other, and no words need to be said. You're so happy to have found like a kindred spirit. It almost makes you realize like what you were missing from your brother being gone. Like there's someone else out there who gets you, and you don't even need to
Dude.
say anything.
I don't want Fern over there and mix them up. I don't want. Mm.
She's already over
Okay.
there. So
I know, but
mean,
I'm watching which one's mine.
Okay, Sam,
watching-
I remember. I'm yours.
I know, but like she's gonna
Oh,
say
God.
the same.
Well,
yeah, no, the other Fern does not say like, "No, I'm also." It doesn't happen at all.
Okay.
She
Like,
just like
I have an-
is really
I have an
happy to
idea.
be.
why don't we mark future Fern or future us's? Because if we mark ourselves, then they would have a difference because they're in the future and we couldn't get marked from them because we're in the past. You know what I mean? So that's a way to differentiate.
That's the way
That
to
sounds
do
like a real good idea. I like that one. I can mark myself if you want me to mark myself. I'll make a heart.
You can make a heart. You can make a heart on your
Aw.
face.
Yeah, that sounds fun. And she like takes one of your lipsticks and just makes a heart on her cheek.
See, so that's future Fern.
Does my Fern have a heart on her cheek?
No,
Okay.
yeah, future Fern has a heart, but not Fern.
Mm,
Fern's very
I
proud of
love the
herself.
dynamic here. I like the
Yeah,
dynamic.
man.
Clarence is just like, "Oh, can't handle this," and everybody's like, "Yeah," He's like freaking out, like,
Yeah,
"Ah!"
Clarence, the other Clarence appears to be just as distraught as you, and he's like, I didn't really think that it was. They told us to come back in. I didn't think they would. This is mind blowing, man.
Well, wait, did you like meet other future selves when you went somewhere?
Yeah, we got to. If we go to the beach, I can show you. They're all just like sitting there waiting for something.
We didn't see when we came in. Okay.
No, man, it's not that
No.
beach. We went.
But
Oh
then-
yeah.
Look, it's a different
our
beach. You
boat's
gotta
beach.
see it. You gotta
Okay.
see it.
But then there's like all the different versions there. And like, aren't we trying to break the cycle, not repeat the cycle? Like, we're all just
I
gonna go to
don't
this
know,
beach?
I'm just doing what comes natural, and I feel like if we just took you guys back to the beach, we could show you.
Okay, no. Because first of all, like, I know Samantha and she is a straight up bitch. So not to be trusted.
Samantha
mean-
looks at you and like cackle laughs and is like, "She right."
I mean, I don't trust you like for a second.
I don't trust you either, bitch. Oh my god, I love you.
You are the best. You look on point, by the way. Like,
Right?
I know you're like
Oh
a
my
little Sandy,
God.
but like it's totally fine. It's like, you know, that sort of like beach just came back from the beach thing. Don't worry, the nerds are all nervous.
Oh my god, no! You should come get Sandy with me. The new beach is so good.
Okay, but how many other Samanthas are there? Because I feel like that's like a lot of competition.
A bunch of Uggo Samantha is not as beautiful as you. You should come for real.
Oh my god, we should call it Uggo Samantha Beach, but not us. We're like the
No.
un-Uggos.
Oh, I
Okay.
wish I was as beautiful as you.
Are
Oh my
you
God, you
saying
are, like,
there's like
so
a
nice.
lot of us?
Oh my god, there's so many of you. You should come for real. You should check it out.
Yeah.
If we all work
Like-
together and put our brains together, right, Eddie? We can figure out anything.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we probably have more brain computing power than like a graphing calculator, which is a lot. So we could probably figure this out if we really tried.
Why
We're
there's so
like
many
a
of us?
TI Eddie 3.
Yeah, nice. I like it. This guy's all right.
Yeah, he's all
Right?
right too.
I think that we're gonna stay here.
But you
Yeah.
can't stay here. This is, don't you like get the point? You're supposed to come back. If you stay here, then you like are playing into what the thing is.
But why? What? Wait,
It's
why
an
are we playing?
allegory, der.
Why are there so many? I mean, she doesn't want to say the word clone. Why are there so many of us at this beach? Like, why are
That's like-
y'all still there?
Clarence is like still mind calculating. And he's like, because I think we're all supposed to meet, and that's how we sort of like put ourselves back together and go home.
You mean like multiverses finally
think
getting
so.
together?
I
Well, if you could-
guess. I think that's how it works.
Future Clarence, is there a point that you remember where like this split happened, or is it just
Entering the cave for some reason when you like it has to do with the cave, I think.
well? If you know what we saw at the cave, then right?
Yeah, we saw other us's.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. I don't know what else to do,
What-
guys. I mean, we could stay here, but I don't know if it's going to help us any.
I mean, we could stay here, but really, our only other option is tentacle monster. And I mean, I want to get eaten by a tentacle monster.
I mean,
The other
could
fern
check
looks at
out-
you and is like, yeah, the other fern's like, there's no tentacle monster on the beach. Just us.
Okay. So on the one hand, it could be that we all need to meet on the beach in order to like blend all of our personalities and be able to wake up from the evil tentacle monster thing. The other possibility is that is this like insane purgatory that we can like never escape from, and we're just going to doom to repeat the cycle forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. That's number 2. Number 3, is that they're a manifestation of the shadow monster trying to trick us into doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I
Those are all
don't
good
get
plans.
why y'all are back here, because eventually, do we have to come back here and be like, okay, so now we're in the cave again?
Well, I mean, that's a possibility of what could happen. Is that you would come back and get another group, but maybe by then we'd have an answer. If we all put our heads together, we can figure out a way out of here.
How many of
I
our
think-
group is there?
Well, there's 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot, actually. It's quite a great deal.
Is it like the same amount of times that we use the balls?
like the other Clarence looks at you and he's like, I never thought of it that way. It could be.
Oh God.
That's a lot of times.
Oh yeah, that is a lot.
Or we could break the cycle by shooting someone.
I'd like to go see other us's. That'd be cool. Maybe.
Or we shoot Samantha.
You
What?
are not going to shoot me?
Oh,
What?
am I, bitch? Am I?
Oh, bitch, she's
Whoa.
gonna shoot me. Oh my God. And she like looks at other Fern, and the other Fern like
Yeah.
is like, you're not gonna shoot my Sam.
Wait. No, she's not. She's not gonna. She can't shoot her. She doesn't have a gun.
Did you hear what she said? She was gonna shoot me.
Yeah, well, she doesn't have a gun. Okay.
Get over it. I know you are not stressing out about it. I know those
I'm not really
crocodiles are a
stressing.
mile away. I know.
I know. Oh my God, you're terrible.
I was just trying to see what you're gonna do. I don't know.
I don't want to die. Shit, batch.
I mean,
Shot.
Shot.
I mean, to be fair, if it was going to shoot anybody, it would shoot your Fern
Ah.
because she has the shotgun, right?
oh, we're not shooting Fern. Nobody's shooting Fern.
No one's
Nobody's
shooting
shooting
Fern.
Nobody's shooting Fern.
Nobody's
Nobody's
shooting anybody.
Fern.
Let's hear.
All right, captains need to parlay.
Yeah,
Everyone,
listen.
calm down. We need to parlay with the captains.
Yeah. I'm initiating a parlay. That means you're legally and spiritually obligated to have a peaceful talk about this.
That is
Wait,
absolutely
which one
true.
of y'all is the real captain?
We're
Well,
both captains.
It's like a co-captain situation.
Right.
it's like-
There's multiple captains. And
Yeah.
that's better than one captain because two captains are better than one. It's a
Yeah,
fact.
so it's like captain, co-captain.
no,
you know, that's-
it's captain, co-captain.
Well, we'll discuss this in the parlay. This is all.
That's what the parlay's for. Okay.
That's what the
Right,
parlay
right,
is for.
right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And he like walks over to you and starts like the two of you begin to whisper. What do you talk about?
So we talk. Well, first, I like to establish like, okay, well, as a captain to co-captain, I'd like to ask. Listen, are you guys actually like for real? Like, are you for real?
And he responds to you. He's like, as captain to co-captain, we are for real. And let me just say that if I wasn't real, would I know that the way you'd find out that I wasn't real was by laying a chip trap? Because frankly, that's what I would do. This whole cave would be chips. And when I came back, you would be trapped.
Damn, he's
Okay.
good.
And he sort of says like to the shoes from. He's like,
Damn, he's really good at this.
Uh,
Okay, well, as you know, the chip trap is a deadly and effective way to trap one's opponent. But how do you know that we haven't already laid one for you?
And he like looks at you, then looks at the ground, then looks around. He's like, shoo, did they lay a chip trap to get me? And he like listens and he goes, shoo doesn't know. And he like looks at you, he's like, did you?
Hey, don't tip your hand early. That's the trick. That's the true mark of a chip trap master.
Well, you may be the captain. Yeah, whoa.
Look, I don't want to toot my own horn, so I'll have other people do it for me.
Hey! And he like looks at you, he's like, wieners.
yeah, and I high five him.
The two of you break off your parlay and you go back to your three friends. And what the hell do you say just happened?
Okay, so we established that I am the captain and he is the co-captain, but he's pretty cool. And also, I may have convinced him that I laid a chip trap.
I mean, he could just like see one, right?
Yeah, but
I mean-
but you see, you hear it before you see it. That's the deadly part of a chip trap.
Yeah, I
So I
don't
think-
want to freak you out or anything, but we talked about the chip traps inside this world, so he knows about the chip trap if it's a shadow monster.
Can I do like a comprehend or like investigate to try to see if I can notice anything or?
Sure, of course.
Okay, but I count this as a win for Universe Prime team.
And we were definitely the OGs.
Sam,
Ooh, yes, Sam.
your investigation leads you to one, realize there are no chip traps, but more importantly, that that this group of 4 people, they look like you, they act like you, they are, for all intents and purposes, you. And the only thing wrong with them is that they just, for some reason, aren't you.
Guys, I gotta say that I feel like this is kind of the point in the game to where like you get to a dead end and then like the game like leads you to the next area, and we probably just either we kill him or we go with him.
I don't want to kill him.
I don't want to get with them.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
That'd be
I'll go.
weird.
All right,
so
girl.
you're gonna go with them?
I guess
I
so.
chose
All right.
Fern.
You guys want to
Yeah.
vote? All right. Who votes to kill him? Like Clarence raises his hand.
All right, so it's 2 at 4, and I assume 2 against, huh? The group
That would be
The
a
group-
mutiny.
the group looks at you, and young Fern on the other side smiles and looks at you, Fern, and is like, "This is what happened when we had the same choice. Don't worry, they'll change their mind.
Oh, how will they change their mind?
We'll sit here for another 25 minutes while they argue over some nonsense, and then eventually they'll just decide to come. Happens every time."
Man,
Every episode.
I just wanted a funnel cake, you know, and this is what happens when you just get
I
caught
know.
up. And
All I
stuff.
want is funnel cake too. Oh my god, we didn't even, so good with them little like powdered sugars
good.
on top. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
you get like
sometimes they put like
like the
honey and
raspberry, like,
stuff.
preserves on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you know
yeah.
that?
If we-
Did you know that confectioner's sugar and powdered sugar is the same thing? I didn't know that. I spent 45 minutes in the supermarket looking for confectioner's sugar, but it's just powdered sugar. It's the same thing.
He's
Good for
he's
you.
our captain.
Yeah.
That's right,
Oh,
he
Captain,
is.
my captain.
Yeah. So what's the plan?
I want to go. I want to see the beach. I want to see what's on the other side. I hate
All right, all
getting
right.
chased.
One more test.
Okay.
Clarence, you would know if you're the same as us and you did the same thing. What word am I thinking of? And the word he's thinking of is banana at a character. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the other Eddie looks at you. I'm sorry, the other Clarence looks at you and is just like, I don't remember.
God dang it.
Oh.
Guys, my next move was like, all right, attack him. Fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't remember. He's like, I don't know. We've been on the beach for a while, so I was really stressed out, so I don't know if I thought up something.
All right, Samantha, what's my word?
Thank you.
Sam looks at you, and she also is just like, I don't know, I'm not a mind reader.
What's my favorite color of lip gloss?
Oh my god. First off, you don't have a favorite color because there's so many great colors that pair with different outfits that it'd be foolish to choose just one for daily use.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Co-captain, what number am I thinking of?
He looks at you and he's like, I know that I should say 69, but I don't know.
It was 69.
It was 69.
It was
I knew it. I knew it.
69. Yeah.
Fern looks at other Fern as just like, I'm not going to ask you anything.
I wasn't going to ask you anything either.
High five.
Yeah, high five.
What happened when this happened in a Zelda game? Sorry, I'm
so
like
what
going to the
happened?
internet. What?
Oh, this?
So what do you want to do?
Oh, when this happens in a Zelda game, you fight to the death.
That's what I was afraid you were gonna say.
Yeah, what's
Anyway,
the plan?
well, Clarence is convinced that the other Clarence would know, and so now he's like completely against. All right, what Clarence
what
would
if we
do.
just like go out?
I mean, let me present our options as players of what we can do right now.
Sure.
Okay.
We can go with these people, these other us's, or we can stay in this dead end cavern that has literally nothing inside it for us to do.
Yep.
Okay, fine.
This is what we know as players.
I know, but
Yeah.
I just don't want to end up on like a beach for eternity with lots of versions of ourselves.
Well,
Me either, but there's
Okay.
literally nothing left for us to do in this
Okay,
cave. It
you're
is
totally
a
right,
dead
you're
end
totally
with a brick wall.
You're totally right.
I just want to do something.
Yeah.
well, that's what I
you're
was saying
fine. You're good.
earlier. Is that this is the point of the game to where you like either go or we don't kind of thing, and
Okay.
add a character. It's like, well, the story's going to play out no matter what we do, so
Mhm.
we can still make our choice.
Yeah.
Fern has made her
Yeah.
choice.
So I assume you guys are going to go out with them and leave.
Yeah.
Sure.
The four of you finally give in to this group of the other four of you, and together, not hand in hand, but kind of chummy. The four of you, sorry, Fern. Definitely hand in hand with other Fern. You walk out of this cave, and as you do, you find yourself on a massive, sprawling, miles in every direction beach. And in the distance, what could be an ocean, but it's very far away and appears to be sort of like a blue on the horizon line, but you
Oh, I love
can't
the
tell if
movie
it's actually a
Contact.
beach or not. And you see in the distance some figures all grouped up together. What do you do?
This is
Do we see any of the red orbs?
No red orbs in the sky.
Okay, I guess I'll walk up to the people.
Yeah, the other group. So
Sure. Anyone want to give me any other rolls, or are you just going to walk up to the group?
Fern would also like to investigate just to see, what else there is that maybe was missed.
Yeah, give me an investigate.
Okay.
Fern doesn't notice anything. Fern's a little like caught up in the moment. You're
Right.
holding on to other Fern. You're looking back. Oh yeah.
I got nothing. Thank God for Clarence.
Got
Mm.
Clarence.
I'm just looking for stuff amiss. If anything specific, I'm trying to figure out where the red orbs are. Like looking
Yeah,
at
Clarence.
other people's
You
eyes
turn
and stuff
around.
like that.
Yeah, you turn around to look back at the cave, and the cave is gone. And all you can see behind you are
Oh, that's not
miles and
good.
miles of sandy, like pristine beach. Like sky is bright and beautiful. It is like a gorgeous day. There are clouds, it's blue, but you don't hear any birds, you don't hear any noise, just the wind against your ears. And in the distance, some figures that are standing around, all apparently talking, moving about.
All right.
Let's go talk
Boy,
to him.
I'll point out the obvious the changes that we've seen, but guys, this is. I don't believe that this is us, but I don't know what else
Yeah.
to do at this point.
Well, I
Yeah,
think we
well,
need
we
to
lose. Good game, everybody. Good game, guys. Good game.
We
We
should have killed
tried.
him. We should have
We
killed him.
tried. We tried. Good game,
There's
everybody.
There's so many
still
of
a
us.
we should. We
So
just
do we
need
like
to
go
stick
gather up
together.
ourselves? And-
Yeah. So you're gonna walk towards the group of people.
Yeah.
As the four of you and your new comrades begin to walk towards this group of people, the closer you get, the more they start to fade from view, almost as if a mirage on the hot heat of this sand rising up. And as you approach them, they slowly start to like dissipate, and you find yourself standing in the middle of a desert, for all intents and purposes, and you are there just with these other four.
This may seem like a weird question, but the sand, does it seem odd in any way? Like
Besides the fact that it is like perfect sand.
perfect, okay. Yeah, gotcha. I
Yeah, like
understand.
not even shells or anything. It is like perfect, pristine sand. Beautiful.
Where did the beach go, Fern?
The other fern looks at you and is like you hear sort of a like rasp under her voice, but the other fern says to you, "The beach is right here, Fern."
Okay, well, to me, looks like we're in a desert.
A desert and a beach are almost the same thing.
Okay, yeah, but there's no agua in a desert, Fern.
Well, it's all about perspective, isn't it?
Fern gets out her shotgun.
Yeah, girl, light it up.
Unfortunately, you
You
dropped your
told us.
shotgun back in the cave.
He did throw it down.
You did throw your shotgun down in the cave.
When? No, she
Unless
You
didn't.
put your
meant-
shotgun down
you meant you
in order to
lowered
not
it.
shoot Fern.
Oh, did I say put it down? I meant she lowered it, but if I said put it down, then
That's
yeah, I
fine.
don't have my
I'll,
shotgun.
I'll accept it. You pull out your shotgun. Great.
Because I definitely
I'll
did not
accept it.
mean to like just throw it on the ground. She just like lowered it. But
Yeah.
if you
Understood.
want,
Understood.
because I don't
I'm
want
not
to
gonna
just
be
be
that.
a dick.
I'm not going to be that guy. Yeah, you pull out your shotgun.
All right. She pulls out her shotgun. You lied to us.
We didn't lie to you. It's all perspective, Fern.
And this is my perspective. She shoots her.
Yeah. Yeah, let me give this a roll.
What a
All
way to
right.
have in the cave is happening. Yes.
Yeah, you shoot Fern, and when
Thanks,
you do,
Jim.
the bullets lodge inside of her, and she just like looks at you and smiles, and her eyes become bright red as of orbs. Behind you, Eddie, Clarence, and Sam, your doppelgangers also begin to have bright red eyes, and they turn and look at you. Clarence, yours grabs you. Eddie, yours drops his shoe. And Sam, yours, her outfit begins to fade and is now just like a crappy Adidas tracksuit.
Hey, that's what I wore to prom. There's nothing crappy about that.
You say mine grabbed me? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he grabbed you on the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Clarence was anticipating this, and his plan was if something went wrong, he's gonna try to hit him with the Holy Avenger, but he's going for the red eyes if he can.
Sure. Yeah. Give me a roll. This will be a force roll.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You use your Holy Avenger and you smack him across the face. Like he grabs your shoulder and you just come up at him and hit him right in the face, and it like sort of scrapes his flesh away. And underneath it is a swirling black vortex of just nothingness and two red eyes. And it's sort of like his face. It's like your face, but with a gash out of it and two red eyes in the middle. And he looks at you and he like laughs, and you hear in your head, Clarence, "You're pathetic. You're so sad. You can't accept that no one likes you. And the reason no one likes you is because of you." And that's all, like, that's all you hear in your head.
Jesus.
Mean.
Don't listen to him.
Oh, poor Clarence.
Fern. The Fern that you shot, like, begins to laugh at you. And in your head, you hear the following: "Your brother is dead, and you just can't accept it. He's never coming home, and you're a fool to think he will." Sam, this other Sam looks at you, and in your head, you hear, "You pretend to be so tough and so trouble, but really you're broken. So needy for love that you seek out by trying to desperately be the popular kid. And Eddie, in your head, you hear
I hear the guitar solo from Master of Puppets.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You hear, you're such a screw up and failure because you like the attention from acting out, but it won't get you anywhere. And as you do that, the four of you realize that the sands around you are slowly becoming dark, and above you in the sky, a cracked red orb appears along with a solid red orb, and these versions of yourselves are basically trying to latch themselves onto you.
Latch on how?
Like they're trying to like grab you, like trying to get on you.
Okay, well, I'm pulling out my lighter and my hairspray, and I'm gonna try to attack myself in my
yeah.
face, and I'm gonna say,
You're not
In
me.
you attack yourself?
my
Doppelganger,
no.
right?
Oh,
My
all right.
doppelganger.
I was like, whoa. All right.
Witness.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, look, I know this is like all an act. It's the only act I have because I basically like live by myself, and this is all I have. And you're just sad that you decided to put on that crappy tracksuit, which is not a natural fiber, and is gonna burn and stick to your skin, bitch.
You're gonna set her on fire? Yeah, give me a
Yeah.
roll.
An insult roll?
No, you're using your weapon, so your special roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you set her ablaze,
Whoa.
but you don't hear any screeching. You don't hear any screams or anything.
Mm.
As the fire sort of fades off of her body, she is no longer wearing the tracksuit. She is no longer Sam. She is just like a shadowy figure standing before you. And she begins to step on the sand. And as she does, the white sands of this long beach begin to sort of change into this black goop as she steps.
Let's see. I look at Shadow Eddie, and I'm like,
Yeah, so I'm a screw up. So what? But that doesn't mean that that's me forever. I mean, I'm 15. I haven't even lived like half of my life yet. Doesn't mean I'm going to be that way for the rest of my life. Just because I like the attention doesn't mean I'm going to like that forever. I'm a gosh dang teenager. I mean, I got a lot of growing up to do. We all do. And everything can change. Lives can change. People can change. The world can change. And maybe we can even change the world if we try hard enough. So you know what? Yeah, I am a screw up. For now, maybe, Clarence is sad because he doesn't have any friends. For now, but that doesn't mean that we're going to be like that forever. And if we just let you guys tell us what we're going to be like and all the negative things we don't like about ourselves, then yeah, we may as well just give up right now. But that's not us, and that's not what we do.
Wait, we're not friends right now?
No, we are friends right now. What I'm saying is that you are sad because you feel like other. Come on, I'm trying to help you out, man.
We are friends. We're the Juice Gang, and we stick together no matter what.
And Fern, through her
Eddie,
tears and sobbing over, like crying over Frey, she goes, "Juice Gang."
That's
Yeah,
right, the
Eddie's
Juice
right.
Gang.
Eddie, will you actually let me do this?
this feels like a heart roll.
Yeah, will you roll for me, heart?
Can I do heart charm?
Yes, of course. What a charming thing to say.
Can I re-roll that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Yeah,
Whoa.
better.
Hey.
Yeah. Eddie, as you say this, as you begin to like give this amazing speech about what it is to be a 15-year-old and dealing with all this BS, the doppelganger you lunges at you and sort of like grabs at your chest. And when it does, both you and it disappear.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it took Eddie.
But what you hear in the background, Fern, Clarence, and Samantha, is not like a sound you would expect. It's almost like a wail of agony coming from all around you. And one of the orbs, the uncracked ones, begins to sort of like a little crack forms.
My God, the power of friendship.
Maybe the real oddballs was the friends who made along the way.
What happened? What happened to what is he gone? What do we do?
Maybe he accepted all the bad parts of him and let it go.
What?
Gotta, you remember what I said? You got to fight yourself in the Zelda games. Maybe this is not like a physical fight, but more of like an emotional and acceptance kind of fight. You just kind of gotta.
Yeah.
You got what, Clarence? Could you repeat that?
You just gotta accept. You know, maybe your brother's still alive out there, and you're not going to give up until you find him. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, damn Skippy, my brother, he's still alive and he's still out there. And I know that he still loves me and I still love him. And no matter where he is, I'm never gonna give up. I'm never gonna surrender. And I certainly won't hurt nobody doing it because he deserves family. And he deserves people that care about him. And I still believe in aliens. And I still believe that I need to wear my tinfoil hat.
And we'll help you. We'll help you find
Yeah,
him.
Fern, as you say this to your Fern doppelganger, she goes to, like, as you do this, you sort of fall to the ground while saying this. And Clarence, you get sort of a vision of a tearful Fern laying on the ground as a shadowy figure stands above her and begins to swing down with the shotgun. And as it hits Fern, both of them vanish.
Is that a vision in my head or like I physically see it?
No, it reminds you of the vision you saw earlier. But you physically saw it. But what you witnessed is what you saw earlier.
Okay. Gotcha. Perspective. Okay.
Clarence.
All right.
You go next. You have to know that all this high school stuff is bullshit, right? You know that.
I know. Well, Sam, like, listen, I'm going to be fine either way. You just like
you go.
No,
yeah,
you go.
It's gonna take me a while. No,
you go.
I'm not leaving you here. I'm not leaving you here. You're my friend. You're my actual in real life friend, and I'm not leaving you here. And you have friends.
Well, kind of the irony of this whole trip, right? Is we was brought in here by this thing, and it's been trying to screw us up so much, but it's just kind of brought us closer together. Now I actually do have friends.
You actually do have friends. You actually do. And it's going to be okay when we get back. I mean, your grandma's going to have pie, right?
I'll miss my grandma.
I know. And your grandma loves you.
We all do.
At least you even have parents. I go home and my house is empty. All I get is like $20 on the counter. So I have all the lip gloss. And
well, at least you know they're thinking of you, everything. Right? Maybe they're busy, but they still think of you. If they didn't, they wouldn't leave that little bit of money for you, right?
I think legally by the state they have to, but I can let that go and realize that my family is who I choose. And I haven't chosen the best people. And those are mistakes that I will have to fix. But now I have Juice Gang. So
yeah, Juice Gang for life.
Juice Gang. So we're gonna go together, right? We're going together, and I'm gonna take his hand.
Yeah, the two of you hold hands. The two of you hold hands as these two figures approach you, and these two shadow figures, one with like the ripped off face and one that's all shadow, and they lunge at you. And Clarence, there's a flash of light, and you find yourself in a cave, laying on the ground, and you notice that Eddie, Fern, and Samantha are next to you, all laying on top of these piles of dirty, uniformed, pretty nasty skeletons. And in the middle of this room are 2 glowing orbs. And you sort of
look at my
wake
hand.
up. Yeah, you look at your hand, and it's you are literally inches away from this orb, but there's nothing written on you. There's anything like none of you appear to be wounded. It's like you clearly had just touched it in some way.
Right. Yeah. Like my calculator watch. Like look at it and like look at the date and the time.
Yeah, your calculator watch. It is minutes after you arrived in this cave, and it's still the same day as the fair.
Funnel cake. So yeah.
Cake.
I mean, like start going to everyone and checking on them. I go to like Sam first and like like do the vital check and all that and try to start shaking her and waking her up.
Yeah, Sam, your eyes pop awake and you're staring at the top of like a weird cave, but you appear to be fine.
Do I remember what happened?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run over to Fern.
Yeah, you
Go
run
to
over to Fern. Fern and Eddie, the both of you get awoken by your comrades, and yeah, you don't feel like you've been asleep forever. It just feels like something weird had happened, but you have literally an entire summer's worth of memories.
We remember
Whoa.
everything.
Yeah, everything.
Where are we?
I don't want to start celebrating too early. I don't know if we've made it out or not. We still could be inside, but maybe we've gotten out. The date and the time on my watch is right for like about the time we went in. I think. Best I can remember. In the cave. In the cave. The fair. The funnel cakes. The originals. They may be outside waiting on us right now.
They're the worst. I can't believe
Does
I
Fern
dated
still have
like
her shotgun?
most of them.
No, it's literally what you had on you when you went to the fair is what you have on now.
And the
Was
balls
shoe
are there?
here?
The balls are on the ground exactly where they were when you first found them 30 some episodes ago.
Nobody touch
Maybe-
them. Nobody
Wait,
touch
maybe
them.
I better touch him to make sure they're okay.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you guys.
Yeah. If
gotta
anyone wants to give
put
me
these
an
somewhere.
investigation roll, you can
Yeah.
you can see what's up.
Do I have the shoe?
Whoa!
Oh, we're getting to the
Sam.
bottom of this.
Sam, you notice that the orbs have a few cracks in them.
They have cracks in them. How
What
do we
does that mean?
finish destroying them?
What to destroy him and it lets the thing out though?
I don't know. It didn't seem to like when we hit it.
Didn't they say the
destroyed?
balls were like to keep it in? And
But what if we can destroy it? I mean, it didn't like when we put the cracks in it.
Right.
I don't have my captain's hat, do I?
No, you don't have your captain's hat.
I don't have my shotgun.
You do,
Yeah.
Eddie, have your shoe though.
because
If
you
you
have
remember
the
the shoe
shoe.
you picked up, in that cave when you first went in there the first time.
Oh my god, you have the shoe. What does it say to do, Eddie? What does the shoe say?
Shoot, what do we do about the balls? Shoe doesn't know.
Damn it.
She doesn't know.
Wait, no.
Shit.
This is my last luck point. My last luck point for this game. She still
No.
Yeah, it's just a shoe. Turns out just a shoe.
Turns out just a shoe.
Let's think. So, in the balls,
Yeah.
it got out through the portal. It didn't get out through the physical balls.
Well, if you remember, what you discovered is that it was trapped in these balls and it was
Yeah.
being held inside of them.
Yeah.
You don't know anything other than that. You just know that it was in there and it needed you to escape.
Yeah, and we know that everyone in the room, all the skeletons are still around us, right?
Yeah, there's still like a bunch of skeletons there, and you recall being told that there have been numerous people over the years who have all given their lives to keep the thing inside there once they discovered it was trying to escape.
Right. Yeah.
These are probably all the bodies of those people who died, even though they lived in like their mind space, their physical bodies died trying to keep this thing trapped.
Yeah, because eventually you get hungry.
Mm-hmm.
The physical body gets hungry.
I'm just going to throw this out there. Clarence's opinion is that if we destroy the balls, then it'll get out. I don't. I don't know. There's like the shell, right? Like a prison. If we destroy it, maybe it can get out, but maybe it can be. I don't know. I don't think we can kill it.
How are we going to
It's like an ancient thing.
What can we do? Like, damage it.
Like if we can destroy its world.
Well, the world is it though.
Yeah, it is the balls.
Well,
we don't have any weapons though. Like we don't have anything.
Yeah. We could smash them with the shoe or the bones, blunt objects.
We have the greatest. Wait, do I still have my bonus stats that I got from inside the world?
You do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have the greatest weapon of all. Friendship.
Does the balls cringe so hard that they break?
No, they don't. There's not enough cringe in the world to break these balls. No, even though it's a great idea, but unfortunately, it doesn't. Like, it's just these two balls are still there. They're just slightly glowing. You are in this dark cave. What do you do?
So, I mean, we could just.
And there's nothing else in the cave, just the balls.
And these bodies of dead people who have definitely given their lives to stop this thing from getting out.
We could just bury this and hide it, and then just keep the secret between us, and hopefully no one else will ever get hurt. But I mean, as long as they are here, there's the potential that'll happen.
Hopefully they can damage them more from the inside. I mean, the only thing we can do is try to light them on fire. It's like the only thing I can think of doing, but I don't think that's going to do anything.
Well, you remember how the balls worked when we like used stuff on them before? Like, they kind of just.
It is an ancient evil. Probably not that stressed out about a lighter.
Eddie flips off the balls really hard. He's like,
yeah, Eddie flips off the balls.
Nothing happens.
No.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe that's all I got.
Imagine a release, nothing happens.
Yeah, emotional.
Oh, I feel better. Yeah, I feel so much better.
It's cathartic in a way. I thought maybe it would do something, but no.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
And the fact that the balls are cracked is weird too. So I don't know.
I mean, we got some good shots in. I mean, Fern got some super good shots in. I'm like very impressed.
I mean, we could.
Our juice pants are stuck in there.
Going back to, just to give you some clarity, going back to your 3 roll, Sam, you notice, unlike your previous incursions into this cave in the alternate realities, there are no side paths or secret helicopters. This is just like a crappy cave. Like, it isn't a secret base or anything like that. All that was a construct of Clarence's imagination. This is literally just a cave with literally just dudes who have been trying, or men and women who have over the years given their lives to stop this thing. So it has been found before, and chances are it could be found again. Is your investigatory role?
It's for sure going to get found again. And eventually it's going to get out if we don't somehow destroy them.
Maybe we need to put a do not touch sign up or something.
Since we don't have like a way to get rid of them now, we're going to have to carry them somehow.
Or we have to go in again.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Just got out.
I know.
We just.
Well, I don't really know if there's a way to really hurt it. They were putting these balls as a prison, right? Maybe that was the only way they had.
Well, I mean, what was the way we got out? I mean, we had to talk ourselves through what we were worried about the most.
It may have just spit us out because it gave up on us.
So whatever's inside is looking for something that it can trap there forever. Maybe.
I think it's looking for something, people that it can ride out, basically, right? That's what we learned, I think.
Mm.
And if there's no chance of it using us, then I guess we didn't die, but we're
Well,
out.
if
I
we
don't
touch it
know.
again, would anything even happen?
Maybe, or did it ride out with us?
Yeah.
Can I
Mm.
roll a comprehend?
Sure.
Since right now.
Yeah, give me a
Yeah,
comprehend
racking
roll.
our
guessing.
brains here, right?
Yeah. All you know is that when you were touched by these things, you all woke up outside the orbs.
Yeah.
That's all you can really remember.
I mean, we did accept all our negativity onto ourselves. So maybe it did get out.
What if we go outside the cave and make
How are
sure
my
that
eyes?
this is
Are they red?
None of you have red eyes.
no.
Okay. Well, just checking. I don't have anything.
Clarence grabs the balls.
Sure. Yeah. Clarence, you grab the balls and nothing happens.
We still see him?
Yeah, they're in Clarence's hands. He's holding them, but you don't teleport anywhere. Nothing crazy happens. He just grabs the balls and nothing happens.
Well, either it's already out or it doesn't want us anymore.
Let's get rid of him. Maybe
could put him in
maybe
the
we can
lake.
melt him somehow.
We
In the
could fry
case
him
that
up
it's-
with some funnel cake.
In the case that they're out or that we're not actually out, maybe we should keep these just in case.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
if it's okay with you guys, and he'll like put one in each pocket.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Yeah. You put one in each pocket. What do you do now?
Well, let's go see what's outside, huh?
Aren't we being chased by the police right now?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
And the
Yeah,
originals, right?
Guess you have to go outside and find out.
originals.
Can
I
we-
don't really think I'm afraid of them anymore. I don't think I want to
Yeah.
hang out with them anymore.
Can
How-
we like peek up through the hole, like through the top of the hole?
Yeah, is that
Yeah,
back
there's-
hole that was there? Is it still there?
That back hole was created by a cave-in. But the cave-ins there are no weird bodies. But yeah, you can crawl out that way. Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Crawl out and poke our heads out
Yeah.
and see what's going on.
The group of you poke your heads out of that cave-in hole, and you hear two people arguing in the distance, more towards where the road was. But other than that, nothing. Doesn't sound like police are after you. Doesn't sound like anything. You definitely hear two
Do I
people
have
arguing.
super hearing?
You do not have super hearing.
Just
You
checking.
only you just they're very loud. That's why you can hear them, but you're not really sure what they're.
Yeah.
It's a man and a woman, and they're arguing.
Man and a woman.
Is there achy
Yeah.
breaky
guess-
heart playing in the background?
Strangely enough, Achy Breaky Heart is playing in the background. Yes.
God dang it.
Oh, shit.
Clarence!
Okay. I guess I'll walk over to where the sound is coming from.
Yeah, the group of
too.
you move towards the sound, and on the road is a pickup truck with two people that you don't know, but the audience would recognize as Carson and his girlfriend. And they are trying to figure out what happened to their car. There was a big flash of light, and their car just shut down. And he's like trying to mess with stuff under the hood, and she's yelling at him because they're late for the carnival, and they have a whole thing they have to do. And they're just in this argument. In the background on the radio is the last few lines of Achy Breaky Heart.
Ooh, see if you can use one of the turning on ball to fix it.
I don't think it's a really good idea.
I don't think we can use those anymore.
All right, fine. You may have a point.
I mean, it probably won't do anything.
You want to try?
Sure. Well, no, hang on. We'll have to walk past this guy and be like, hey, hey, are you guys okay?
I don't know what's happening, man. My car was fine. We're listening to my tunes. All of a sudden, this goddamn flashlight explodes everywhere. I can't see nothing. And now look at us. My car don't work.
Oh man, I mean, I know I'm young, but I know a little bit about motors. You care if I take a look?
Clarence, you're not young, dude. You're like a year younger than me. We go to the same school, nincompoop.
Well, I mean, you look way older than you are. Is all I'm saying.
He called you a nincompoop. You just gonna take that?
Oh, he did?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I didn't even notice.
It doesn't matter what our names anymore. I mean,
Yeah, and I'll go up and see if he'll let me look. And
Yeah, you go up to the car. What do? He doesn't stop you. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. His girlfriend's yelling at him.
Yeah, like, cause I gotta reach over there and like have one of the balls in my hand and kind of like tap it on the engine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you tap it on the engine, and it doesn't start the engine. In fact, the ball cracks a little more.
Mm. Put it away and try to see if I can actually figure out what's going on with this car, like maybe a tinker roll or something.
Yeah, give me a tinker. You definitely know what's up. You can like tell the spark plug thing, and you start messing around with it, and moments later the car is up and running. And Carson looks at him, he's like, Clarence Bergman. All right. And he like gives you a little pound, and then his girlfriend like kind of looks at you like, oh my, and gets in the car too, and they drive off.
We could have used the rod, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they leave you. They drive off.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, well,
the you, I assume, are going to walk towards the fair. Is that the plan?
No, it seems like the fair has bad things in it.
I mean, we gotta get that funnel cake. I mean, we gotta get it.
That's true. We do have to get that.
We have
funnel
to
cake.
get it.
Yeah, I got money for all the funnel cake.
Wait, what happened at the?
I don't have love, but I have funnel cake, and it's
The police chasing us. Where I think.
Because you guys got in a fight with the originals.
Yeah.
You remember at the fair, but it's been some time.
Yeah.
It's been a few hours, so maybe they gave up. I don't know.
I'm not really afraid of the police anymore. We just need more metal things to knock the balls on.
Yeah. Because one ball seems pretty broken.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that one nasty looking shack out like a couple miles down the road from here. It's on the way to the fair. We could just play toss the balls at it. See what happens.
Yeah. I mean, what about just a tree? Maybe we could smash them on a tree. Maybe it doesn't have to be metal. Tree. Yeah.
I don't think the balls.
Eddie?
Yeah?
Will you roll for me a comprehend or investigate, please?
Sure. I got one.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So you, like a wave of inspiration, it washes over you.
Okay.
That maybe, just maybe, there's a reason you have this shoe. And that's all I'm going to say.
It's to smash the balls.
Oh my god.
I say, Clarence, put the balls on the ground.
Yeah. And I put like the already cracked ball on the ground. But I kind of wanted to keep them, to remember.
Put them on the ground, Clarence.
Okay, Eddie. I put them both on the ground.
Eddie takes off one of his boots and puts on the magic shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And he winds up and he soccer kicks one of the balls.
Sure. Yeah. You soccer kick this ball into the woods and it hits a tree and sort of like shatters on the tree and goes in different directions. Before it even hits the ground, is gone. Just like gone.
Do you want to stomp the other one?
Eddie,
kind of do.
that was metal.
He.
That was so metal.
Oh. Hold your applause for the encore, please.
Eddie goes up to the other one. And he's not very flexible. So he's tries to do like one of those karate kick like axe kicks where he like comes down where you like you're like "Fwah," like that, but he can only really kind of go like just below his waist. So he's kind of like "Huh," and he tries to get it with his heel.
Yeah, and you shatter this ball that you have underneath your heel, and you hear the crunch, and then a crack, and then your foot touches the concrete, and it's gone.
You know, they say some things in this world are better left undisturbed. But maybe we were the right ones to cause a disturbance.
That's so
Yeah.
deep.
And then the music starts up. This amazing 90s rock anthem starts up. And the scene cuts to the four of you marching triumphantly back into the fairgrounds and walking down the arcade way. And before you is the shop or the stand that sells funnel cakes. And as you approach, in the distance, the originals are looking at the four of you like, what the? But it doesn't faze you. The group of you seem to not give a crap what anyone else thinks as you go to order funnel cakes and buy these funnel cakes together. And like you're laughing and everything seems great. And the camera sort of like pans out of this scene and everything around you seems to be very like, okay. And as it pans out further and further,
Right.
the music becomes more and more like the end of a Men in Black movie, where it's like, oh boy, what's about to happen? And as it pans up, it keeps panning, and it pans up off the planet Earth and keeps going. And it shows, as it gets in the distance, the Earth and the moon, and little outlines of two orbs and a fade to black. And that is how we end.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is how we end. All right. Thank you guys so much for playing with me. That was a
Did
lot
we
of fun.
get out? Did it get out? Who knows?
Did we get out?
Who knows?
Is the top still spinning?
Yeah. So
Oh.
that is it for these crazy kids and their adventure. The four of you are wonderful. You're amazing human beings. Thank you for playing with me. Thank you, the audience, for watching. That's it for us. Any final thoughts before we wrap this thing up, gang?
Zeppelin rules.
I
Yeah.
really
Zeppelin
wanted
does rule.
our doppelgangers to actually be us. I thought that was cool. But then
Yeah.
they were not, and they were just
They were
they
not.
were us.
They were
like our negative.
evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were all
I
of
want-
our sadness. Also, I
I
really
wanted to
want
attack him
funnel
the whole
cake right
time.
now.
I wanted to
Yeah,
attack
it's
him, but I
cake.
didn't want
We
Fern
should
to
have
start
listened to
shooting.
Clarence, man. We should have listened to Clarence.
Yeah, it's
It
true.
would have happened the same. Either way, it would have happened that way. It's all good.
How do you
I
get
do
funnel
want
cake
funnel
without
cake.
going to a fair?
Yeah.
Is my question.
Where do you get funnel cake just in the city? I need these
'Cause
answers.
I really need some.
You can make your own. It's really easy.
What? Stop it. How do you make it?
It's super easy. It's just fried dough.
Yeah,
It's
fried
literally
beans,
just
get
it's
dough
just
and-
a it's just a big donut, right? It's like a
It's super
wide
easy, yeah.
donut.
I need someone to clip Elspeth going, it's just fried dough. I need that clip. I'm just going to use that forever. Just fried dough.
some
I
powdered
don't know
sugar
why.
on that junk. Hell yeah.
The enunciation was
Oh, yeah.
perfect. Yeah. All right. Well, I assume we're going to end up doing a post show, but for all of you watching right now, thank you so much. Let's go around this screen here and find out what everyone's up to. Ken, what's going on with you? Where can people find you?
CinnamonToastKen. Oh, there's little links over there. Shoot, yeah, still doing that YouTube stuff. I just can't even say it
The
anymore.
man who
without
does
sign.
YouTube.
Every time I'm like, yeah, I do YouTube, and I just remember like all the passion and everything that's burnt out by YouTube's being YouTube over the years. But I also have Twitch. You can go out there and see me play games. Still playing Grand Theft Auto RP. Still having a good time with that. And it was a wonderful adventure that Jesse provided for us. Really appreciate it. And thank you guys for letting me be a part of it. And I love all of you.
Oh, baby.
Aw.
Elspeth, what is happening with you? Besides turning up in literally every game I've played over the last year, I don't know what's going on. But you know what? I'm going to say you're welcome. Because if it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for this show, I don't think you would have found your innate talent buried deep inside of you to be.
I would agree.
Yeah, I feel like somehow it connects to me in a way, and I just want to say you're welcome.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Jesse. I wanted to express everyone that I would not be here. I would not be doing what I do in voice acting if it were not for Jesse Cox. So thank you, Jesse.
Wow.
I appreciate it.
What a good lie. Thank you so much for giving me that. I'm keeping that.
Y'all, listen, it's been a freaking thrill to be on this show. Thank you so much to Jesse. Thank you so much to Morgan, Ken, and Octo, and JP for the marvelous time. I'm Elspeth. You can find me at twitch.tv/Elspeth. I'm currently playing my friend Pedro, which is a freaking blast. Like, I didn't know I was going to enjoy that game so much, and it's just really, really fun. I recommend it. But you can usually find me 6 out of 7 days a week on my channel. I do voice acting. If you played Cadence of Hyrule, that's a pretty recent one. I voiced Cadence. So I'm in a Zelda game, so I'm pretty legit now. But I'm pretty legit. Anyway, thanks to Jesse again for my voice acting career. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. I like that. You know what? It's my pleasure. Yeah. All my years of voice acting experience finally paid off. I really nailed it. With my voices that all sound the same. All right. Octo.
Yeah.
Are you going to thank me for your voice acting career now too?
Yeah.
I would love that.
Thanks. As opposed to the last cast member, I am completely illegitimate voice actor. So what's up? I'm Octo. You know me from this thing. Today is my first day off in 2 weeks. So that's nice.
Hey.
But I've been streaming every day. I've been playing Judgment. That game fucking rules, by the way. If you're at all a fan of Yakuza, please check that out. That game is incredible.
I'm so excited for that. Looks great.
Oh, it's so good. I'm like 30 hours in now, and I'm really loving it. That game's amazing. And yeah, I stream like every day. So except today because I needed a break. But yeah, thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I get to play dumb character because that's my favorite thing to do in tabletop RPGs is play dumb guys. So I got to do that. So thanks for the opportunity to be Eddie because he was a lot of fun. Yeah.
You're more than welcome. Morgan, thank you so much for joining us. And being are you at the office today on a weekend?
I am.
Oof, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
No, what am I saying? I'm at the office on a weekend. What are you talking about?
Right.
This isn't my home. What the hell?
I mean,
All right, anyway.
The other option was to do the whole setup at my house, and this was way easier to just come in. I have my fan on because the air conditioning not on right now, but it's fine. I'd like to thank Jesse Cox for my career of whatever the fuck that it is that I do. I think I wrote.
You don't know. I'm clipping that shit. I'm gonna put that on a demo reel of like hire Jesse Cox, and you're gonna be the first person to be like, whatever the fuck I do, Jesse made it happen.
All due to him. I love doing this, and I had so much fun, and I'm really sad right now. So
Yeah,
that's all I have. I work at a video game studio. We're a startup. We're cool. We're a lot of fun. We're hiring. We're fun. I got nothing. Okay, bye. I'm like the worst salesperson ever. It's actually fucking amazing here, and everybody's amazing and like legends and so smart and so interesting, and it's such like a creative, amazing environment. And I'm just not a good salesperson. And we're totally hiring, so check us out.
See, that's I should be saying that. Like, and then poof, links.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for us, gang. I think I'm going to be vanishing into the world of travel here for a while, but maybe in the future we'll return. God damn you. Maybe. Hi everyone, that's me.
That was me. I turned the drawing of the cave into a person.
Hello, it's me, Jesse Cox, and I am a human male, and I just wanted to let you know that you can find me all over the internet, and also maybe on future roleplay shows. Who knows? But you should all come to CoxCon. It's in July, and I think you would enjoy it. It's in the England. And so, okay, goodbye, maybe I'll be at TwitchCon too. I love you. Mooches.
Yeah, TwitchCon. We should go to TwitchCon.
I'm going. I'm definitely going.
Okay, cool. I'm going to TwitchCon too.
Yes.
I want to do a
me
panel
too.
at
Oh my
TwitchCon.
God. I get to meet Morgan. I'm so excited.
Oh man, maybe I should go to that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to do a panel at TwitchCon that is literally dedicated to like, are you over 30 and you want to be on Twitch? Let's chat. I want to do that. I want it to be like the most legit, like, yo, they say it's a young kids game. Fuck those kids. That's what I want. That it's me the best panel in the world.
Yeah, fuck.
Although I don't think I
come
should.
and heckle you the entire time.
I'll be on that.
I
if
would
you
love
want me
that.
to.
I would love to have. Oh yeah, I want like the oldest, saltiest bastards there are who are just like, let me tell you, you damn kid.
Sign me up, Billy. I'm super salty.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be great. That's my dream. Also, I probably shouldn't name my panel "Fuck Those Kids." I feel like that's a bad name for a panel.
Ken walks up. Ken walks up on stage. There's a spittoon on stage. For some reason, he's like, "Let me tell you something." Like, just gets it right in there.
That's the vibe. I
Damn
want it to be
kids.
like, we're about to impart advice on you, but you're not gonna listen. Damn kids.
Yeah.
Like, I want that to be the vibe of the. Like, we're about to tell you the real truth, and they're gonna be like, "No way, old man. We're gonna go smoke Fat J's."
The first piece of advice is don't quit your day job if you want to be a Twitch streamer, and they all just start screeching in the audience.
But that's it for
now.
us. Thank you so much for watching. For all of you who stuck with us the entire time, for all of you who are just catching up, this was a blast for all of you in the audience right now. But more specifically, JP, who literally runs the show and does everything and got us all together. If it was not for JP, I couldn't have. I'm gonna say pressured Morgan to be on this show. So I just want to thank all of you and JP, and we will see y'all in the future. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, bye.